Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an MMA news reaction of the main part here. A few hours ago, Dana White said Leon Edwards 100% next for the UFC welterweight title shot from Aaron Bronsteter from him. And they're going to make that fight next, and it's in the works. And I'll talk about that. Kelvin Gastlelum versus Nasruddin Imavov it's gonna load. It's right here. It's gonna load. I'll talk about this in the early prediction and breakdown. And the last one, Charles Jourdain steps up and takes on Ilya Topuria at UFC 270 in like a week right now. And when it's Saturday, it'll be exactly a week. So I'm just gonna round it up from there. A week from now, MMA news reaction. And yeah, starting with Leon Edwards, 100%, 100% next for the UFC welterweight title shot. There's guys that are kind of deserving a title shot also. Vicente Luque's in there, even though I think Luque should get one more fight since that Chiesa win isn't looking as good anymore since Brady won against Chiesa. I think Vicente Luque should fight Bilal Muhammad, Sean Brady, then solidify your title shot after. Luque is going to kind of get screwed over because he hasn't been fighting because Nate Diaz kind of stopped him from it because he kind of made Luque wait. He could have had a fight by then. But yeah, but Leon Edwards deserves the next title shot, 100%. And I think he deserves it, man. I've been thinking about this. At first, I was like, Usman's just gonna KO him, easy win. But then I watched Edwards fight against Diaz the other day. He's actually good, man. I know Diaz is kind of like a body. He's just basically a body bag at this point in his career. Just has that one chance in the 5th round just to catch you. But like Edwards, I think it's time. Just give him the belt, man. Not the belt. Don't give him the belt. Like, make him try to win the belt, and then if he wins, then give him the belt. No, don't just give him the belt. But give him the title shot. Give him a shot at the title. I think he just deserves it. That's 9 fights in a row. I want to fight for the title. That's 9 fights in a row. I want to fight Usman next. It kind of sounds like Nate Diaz in a way there too. But definitely give him his title shot, man. Like, he's deserved it. You know, not really in the name values, but like he was toying up Bilal Muhammad before the eye poke situation there. And yeah, he toyed up Nate Diaz. That last second kind of ruined him in a bit, and I think casuals will think about that as, oh, Diaz landed a big punch. Look at Usman landing big punches in his recent fights. But hardcores know Edwards toyed Diaz that whole fight and got a little bit lazy in the 5th, and that's how Diaz kind of caught him. And he barely survived that 5th round. It would have been a huge comeback upset. 2 things in one. Huge upset comeback win from Diaz. But Edwards stayed calm, you know. And I think you just need to give him the belt next, man. He deserves it in a way. Well, he does deserve it. He does. Because after Edwards gets the title shot, it's not going to be done for Usman there. But actually, Edwards has a solid chance of winning against Usman. I've thought about this. Usman didn't look that good against Covington, man. He didn't look that great. He looked like crap. He didn't look good at all in that fight. Lost the last 3 rounds, I thought, and won the first 2, but 10-8 in the second. I thought it was a draw. But that won't be forgetting because, like, it's sad because people are just going to be like, oh, another win for Usman, easy win. What's next? Like, that was a draw against Covington in that rematch. People won't say that. They'll just forget about it, and move on. But Covington won those last 3 rounds real clearly. And he outstruck Usman technically, like technique-wise outstruck Usman on the feet. Like, it wasn't like, and Covington took him down in that fight. If you don't remember, he did take him down. Didn't count as a takedown, of course, because why Usman, like Maya, they didn't even count that as a takedown. Getting rocked by Maya on the feet. I know Usman's striking has improved, but like, you're getting rocked by Covington, man, and you're getting outstruck by him. That's really, really worrying to me if you're fighting a guy like Edwards. Edwards has really good striking, man, and I know people won't admit this, but he's technique-wise better at striking than Usman. Power-wise, I think it favors Usman. But I want to see Edwards get the belt, man. I'd like to see him just, like, for all this crap, him going through this, Masvidal fell, like, he's taking on fights, man. People were like, and me too at the time, and I still am, he hasn't fought the best of competition coming up to this opportunity at the title. But, like, he's been wanting to fight, man. He's wanting to fight before, like, I think over a year ago now. He was wanting to fight Khamzat Chimaev like 3 times. It got canceled due to COVID. But still, you know, it's just, he's been wanting to fight Chimaev, and maybe that can storyline if they both win, if Chimaev beats Burns. But, and also Edward in his last one wanting to fight Masvidal, and that got canceled because Masvidal pulled out. I think purposely to fight Covington. And to be honest with you, I kind of hope Edwards wins the belt. I don't mind Usman as champion, but yeah, but yeah. But if Edwards does win, which I'll get to the prediction right now, trilogy, so it's gonna be a little bit of a logjam prediction. I do believe Usman beats him, but like, and I think he'd get. This is what I think would happen. Edwards looking good in like the first 2 rounds. First round looking really good against Usman, landing some good shots. Just looking good against Usman. Usman staying patient, missing a lot of shots. Usman. And then second round, Edwards doing good again, looking really good. Everyone's like, oh, is Edwards actually gonna win this? Looking good. Edwards looking good, really good. Closer round, Usman like tags him, but first like hits like Usman misses a lot, but lands good jabs, I guess. Third round, Edwards looking good again, looking really good. Oh, gets caught by a punch, a random punch out of nowhere. Gets put out cold. That's what I see happening. I really hope Edwards wins for all he's been through. But I kind of hope not, because like Diaz will feel like, oh, now look how good I am now for rocking him. But like, I think Edwards, he's just better technically. Like, technique-wise, is better at striking than Usman. Just needs to stuff the takedowns. If this was Usman that fought Moss, like before, like the big power shots, like before, like the big power, the big new striking from Usman, when he just like, if this was like the Usman that fought RDA, and was like the wrestling type of guy, not the big KO power, I don't even mind. I would mind. I actually don't mind Edwards' chances even more there. I think he would have a better chance. But I think he's just too chinny, man. And I'm scared Usman's just gonna do what he did in like the Masvidal first fight and the Edwards first fight. Just hold him against the cage, make it boring. And I think this will be on the April card. I think now it's in Jacksonville, Florida, because of Jan Sterling. Because Jan Sterling situation. I'm not being you know. I think it's now from Brooklyn, New York to Jacksonville, Florida, where Usman got the KO over Masvidal in the rematch. I think Usman will gain Florida fans from there after that KO. But yeah, at least Edwards is getting his title shot. I don't like the legacy for Usman getting all these rematches. But it's 10 minutes now. I'm gonna move on to another topic soon. But yeah, like Covington twice recently, Masvidal twice recently, Edwards twice. I'm scared it'll be Burns twice if he does pass Chimaev. I don't think he will, but Chimaev Usman's a fresh new matchup. Usman has plenty more fresh matchups if he's still here around, like Sean Brady, Luke K, Bilal Muhammad. But yeah, but this was a long time ago when it happened, and now dream matching. Let's go. I'm gonna go for Usman by third round KO though. Moving on to another topic, which is Kelvin Gastelum versus Nasruddin Imavov on this again on this 273 card, which is a very good card. Just spoke about it with Usman Edwards. I love this fight. Oh, it's laggy. Why do you have to be laggy? It's awesome. This card's a really good card. It has Volkanovski, Chan Sung Jung, aka the Korean Zombie, Aljamain Sterling, Piotr Yan, Irene Aldana, Aspen Ladd, Mackenzie Dern, Tisha Torres, Pat Sabatini, Gavin Tucker, Mickey Gall versus Mike Malott, Kelvin Gastelum, Nasruddin Imavov. I think will be on the prelims and just got added this fight. Julio Arce versus Daniel Santos. It's a good card, man, and this is a really good fight. I think we'll be on the prelims, maybe headlining the prelims or something. But awesome fight. Really awesome fight here. Nasruddin Imavov coming off a great win over Edmund Shabashian in his last fight. Kelvin Gastelum coming off a close decision loss to Jared Cannonier in his last fight. Both guys are. I think both guys are looking decent. Gastelum more so at the ending of his career now. Imavov's a new contender coming up, but had that loss to Phil Hawes, which I'll mention. But yeah, awesome fight. I wouldn't make it. I would have made it. I would have made probably like Gastelum Uriah Hall, because I know they're planning on making Uriah Hall Darren Till, but before that was mentioned, I would planning on making Gastelum versus Weidman when he comes back in a rematch. Gastelum versus one of these guys, like an Edmund Shabashian himself, Gastelum, because he can grapple, and I think he probably would beat Shabashian at this point. But yeah, this is a good fight. I like this fight. I actually am gonna go for Gastelum. I'm gonna trust Gastelum to actually win this one, because Imavov is good, yeah, but he's good. But you're losing to Phil Hawes, man. I know. Phil Hawes was cheating in that fight basically because he was grabbing the cage and blah blah blah. And it was a weird one there. And he was looking pretty good against Hawes, but Hawes kind of cheated in that one, kind of grabbing the cage. But I didn't ignore the part where Hawes was grabbing the cage, making it close with Phil Hawes. I know Hawes is good still, and he lost to Chris Curtis, but chin Phil Hawes, please. Chris Curtis is gonna ruin these middleweights. I'm worried. But Imavov, it's a good test here. It is a pretty good test here in Gastelum, because Gastelum recently just went to a close decision with Jared Cannonier, and Cannonier's a guy that's about to get a title shot if he does beat Brunson, of course. But yeah, Whitaker just got outclassed there. Beat Ian Heinisch. Gastelum is losing a bunch of these fights, but he's winning there, here, and there. And they both have wins over Heinisch. I reckon Imavov's win is more impressive. Beat Shabashian in his last fight in New York. I'm gonna go for Gastelum. I think he can win this. I don't see him getting out grappled. I don't see him getting out grappled. And I don't see him getting outstruck by Imavov. That's the only way I see Imavov winning, just staying at range, just picking apart Gastelum for 3 rounds. I just don't see him winning that. We have no proof of him doing that. Against Jordan Williams, yeah, but it's Jordan Williams, man. He just lost to Ian Gary. I'm gonna go for I I think Gastelum can actually win this one. The fact that he made it close against Cannonier just tells me he still kind of has it. But I don't trust his mindset, Gastelum. But I think he'll win a close decision here against Imavov. Like a good slugfest, back and forth. And I think he can get the better of it, winning himself like I think he'll win like a 2-1 decision, maybe a split decision for Gastelum in a close war. But yeah, he could have won against Cannonier, honestly. I don't think he did. I think Cannonier slightly had him in that fight, slightly. Some people had it for Gastelum, which I don't mind, but I think Cannonier had him a little bit in that fight. Close fight, though, honestly. I don't even know how it was a unanimous decision, but Imavov, what do you see more? Imavov KOing Gastelum? That has a granite chin, by the way. Or do you see Gastelum maybe catching Imavov? Gastelum catching Imavov more likely, right? But I don't see him doing that. I think it'll be a slugfest that Gastelum gets the better of. But Imavov's not even that big. He is a welterweight himself before he was a welterweight. Gastelum should have moved down to welterweight. That's what I think he should have done. Move down to welterweight, not Uriah Hall or something. But good fight though. I'm gonna go for Gastelum. I think he can win it by close decision. Like one of those fights where it's like it can go either way. I have no clue who won. But Gastelum, I think, got the better of it. It'll be a slugfest. Gonna go for Gastelum there. Awesome fight though. Good test for Imavov. If Imavov wins this, like if he outstrikes, the only way I see Imavov winning is he gets the better of a slugfest, or he just outranges. I don't see him out grappling Gastelum whatsoever. I just don't see that. But yeah, and I don't think he has the submissions like a Jack Hermanson has. Let's be real. But it could go to like the Till fight. Maybe like I think there'll be a lot of clinching here, honestly. But I think Gastelum can get it. But it's not an official prediction. Gonna go for Gastelum just for right now. Moving on to another topic, which is oh god, what the hell is this? Last topic. Movsar Evloev is out of his fight versus Ilia Topuria. Charles Jourdain steps up and takes on Ilia Topuria in the works for UFC 270, but this was 8 hours ago. It's official now. It's official. We can go to everyone. We can go to here. This is here. UFC Fight Alert has it as well. Right? Yep. I love this fight, man. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, Jourdain's a savage, man, for taking this fight. He's always in there, Jourdain. He's always in there. What the hell just happened? Okay. It's just a story. I was like, Jourdain. Oh my god, what a savage stepping up. First, like, Charles Rosa, I think, was planning a step up, but he's fighting this weekend against TJ Brown, so that's a no-no. Or, I don't know why I said no-no. That's automatically no. But I was like, we need Topuria on this card. I don't want to see a rebook of Movsar Topuria. Maybe after this we can see a rebook of Movsar Topuria. But, like, we need Topuria to fight on this card. This card, 270. This card is not good, 270. Thank you, just recently, Spivak, Olenik's out. Spivak, thank you, Spivak, for stepping in, I guess. Because we needed a bit of a heavyweight fight in that card. But, we needed Topuria on this card. This was one of the good fights, Topuria Evloev. But Jourdain steps up and fights, Topuria. I'm gonna go for Topuria. I hope Jourdain KOs him, though, in a way. No. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say, I hope Jourdain. I do kind of hope Jourdain KOs him, because that would be very great. If Jourdain somehow pulls a knockout in the first round, which I can see in my head somehow, I can see him landing like an Ariel Aldana, Ketlin Vieira type KO, landing a left hook down the pipe. I just don't see him doing that, though. I think he's gonna get completely out grappled here. We saw that he got submitted by Julian Rosa by a Darce choke. It seems what Topuria really likes. I actually chose him to beat. I actually was choosing him to beat Evloev by Darce choke in the third round. I'm gonna go for Topuria, man, but I hope Jourdain at least puts on a show for the fans. Thank you for stepping up, Jourdain, because he basically saved this card. Him and Spivak kind of saved this card. Sergey Spivak. I'm gonna go for Ilya Topuria. I don't know why I was thinking that. Hopefully Jourdain gets himself. If he KOs Ilya Topuria out cold, that would be crazy. That would be absolute craziness. Makes Ryan Hall look trash completely, but like that would be so good. Topuria has a lot of hype now. I heard this was on the prelims, which is delusional. They have Saeed Nurmagomedov versus Cody Stamann on the main card. You're not gonna build a start of Saeed. He lost to Hani Barcelos. Like, stop. It's just dumb to me. Help. Whatever. Why did they take Cannonier Brunson off this card? I actually don't know why. To fix 271, I guess. Yeah. But awesome fight here, though. Gonna go for Topuria, out grappling him and just out controlling him and getting like an end of the first round Darce over Jourdain. Jourdain leaves his neck a lot, out a lot. He's coming off a great win over Andre Ewell in his last fight, and he's gonna get paid here a bit too. Good for Jourdain. Good for him. I think Topuria just is a bit better than him, a lot better than him, and I think Topuria will win. I like Topuria. I think he'll win this fight by late first round Darce choke or something like that. But hopefully Jourdain puts himself in a war show. And hopefully he gets paid. And hopefully he puts on a show for himself. I'm just keep saying that. Good for Jourdain. Thank you, Jourdain, for saving this card. Thank you so much, Jourdain. I'm not going to pick you to win. I'm going to pick Topuria. Awesome fights, though. Another fights. All fights got signed here. Spivak, Hardy, Olenek out. Olenek's out of the fight. I don't know who to pick here. I'm gonna do a UFC 270 full card breakdown, but like I'm gonna eventually have to pick. Usually on a full camp, both guys here, I would pick Spivak to out grapple him because he has wins that Hardy's lost to guys like Tuivasa, other than Tybura, of course, that both beat both guys here. I think that I'm gonna pick Spivak still, but I have this worry he's just gonna get slept in round 1. Done. We saw Walt Harris back in the day. On short notice, of course, Spivak could like handily beat him out and beat him out. Oh, okay, chill. Put him out in round 1. I think Hardy has the same style, similar like Walt Harris has. And I think Hardy has it. I don't know who to pick here. I'm gonna pick Spivak, but I don't know. I don't care. I'm not doing this. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is an MMA news reaction of all of these. Leon Edwards, Usman Edwards in the works. Imavov, Gastlelum Imavov, official, and Jourdain steps up to fight Topuria. MMA news reaction. Let's go. Peace out, guys. Woo! Peace.